Yeah, I'm in the booth flaming up right now. Right now. I'm in the booth heating up right now. Right now. EGP. I say big wood smoker, baby.
Hello, you guys. This is Simply Sweetness back to you with another mukbang. Today, we got a big old pan of seafood. So, I haven't talked to you guys in a few days, and that's based upon what's been going on in the world, but we're going to say prayer because I always forget. Lord, thank you for this food that we are about to receive for the nourishment of our bodies and souls. Let me set it up. Tatum. Lord, thank you for this food we're about to receive for the nourishment of our bodies and souls. In Jesus' name, bless this food in the hands that prepared it. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, y'all. I'm a little glistening over here because I've been down in the kitchen cooking and I'm burning up. Okay, we have lobster tails, we got crab legs, we got potatoes, we got corn, we got shrimp. Where's my scissors?
I don't know about you.
Yeah, it look like you struggling.
But I'm hungry. Did you finish selling with the what? Did you finish selling them what was all in it?
Yep. Y'all, we've been trying to do this video for the longest, but other videos kept taking front stage. Oh yeah, y'all. We also got bloves sauce. Now, I've been making bloves sauce before she came out with her packaging, so I like to do it according to what she taught in her very first video showing it. I really don't care to do that seasoning package. I like to do it to taste how I like it to taste.
Oh God. That was amazing. Struggle.
Oh, this is really cutting my hands. So y'all, I know y'all have been seeing what's been going on with the news, with the George Floyd case and everything. And the first thing I want to say is thank y'all who are out there protesting, because I see change that I've never seen before, and I'm here for it, okay?
Honestly, she said thank you. I say shame on you. Because what y'all doing? I mean, it's good and all protesting and all that, but it's not organized, you know? Don't nobody, all y'all just rioting and
see, that's why I said the protesters. I'm not even talking about the rioters.
They both protesting.
But the rioters,
I mean, some of the rioters
doing it for the cause.
Some of the rioters are doing it just to do stuff. But like the people that's protesting, like y'all need like a plan, you know? Like what are y'all even really trying to say? Like what do you all even want? Because the police, a lot of them police are not black, so they don't live in them areas that y'all live in. They don't know the struggle. So y'all just protesting stuff. They don't really know what to do.
I disagree. Okay. Because it's a lot of protesters that's been protesting before this situation. And it's just beautiful to me that now it's become a worldwide protest. Because this is the first time ever that people of all nationalities have joined together to protest all over the world for the exact same thing. And it shows that regardless of how many people who we got in the world that's racist, we got some people who aren't, and they are unified with us, and it's beautiful.
But I don't think the lack of racism came from the protest itself. I think that's just because of the year. People are starting to get over it. We're starting to forgive each other.
Some, yeah.
But the problem is no longer the racism of white people. It's more about the police brutality. That's what sparked it all up. It's not.
Yeah,
I mean,
but sometimes police brutality and racism is linked to each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then and I could be wrong. Like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of times we are even outnumbered with being a police officers too. So it's a code of silence with them, where if you see an officer doing something they're supposed to be doing, you don't say nothing because it's supposed to be this code of blue thing.
I did see this one video of a lady officer going off on a male white officer because he pushed up on
Run now. Yeah.
He pushed a white protester while she was on her knees.
I'm saying a lot of brutality going on, and I'm gonna say this, and I really didn't want to take my mukbang political because I don't want to lose subscribers. Because
don't even do it.
This the part I need to say.
Don't even do it.
I have to. The fact that the president had the military and the police shoot protesters and spray them down with pepper spray,
I saw a
just so he can hold up a Bible in front of a church that, from what I hear, he doesn't even attend. Even the church is mad at him because they said he didn't ask their permission to even do that. I felt like that's wrong because you sat and sprayed people down. One girl had a big hole in her forehead from that rubber bullet, and it swelled her whole out, and she might lose her vision.
I saw a picture of a police spraying a little girl with mace.
It's crazy. That's just not cool. And that kind of makes it go from a peaceful protest to anger, which leads to destruction.
What I think, I mean, the peaceful protest is good and all, but I'm more Malcolm about it. So I feel like, because people have been protesting Black Lives Matter since before the riots and all before the George Floyd thing.
Mm-hmm.
They've been posting that for a while, and they just ignore him. There's always a large crowd. But that's why I'm
glad that it became worldwide.
There's always a large crowd in front of the White House talking about some Black Lives Matter. Or
you can't hear that, though, from way in that big old house.
No, he's not listening. He don't care. That's the thing.
Let's change the subject. Because political issues are
I wasn't even
subject.
I wasn't even talking about Trump in general. Just the government in general. Like, it's not just Trump. There's always, like, there's governors and all these other politicians who could listen and they don't. He's not the only problem.
I just feel like people are only worried about their bottom line and they don't listen to the people who put them in office. And that's the sad part, because the whole purpose of having all of these people in office is for them to work for us. And that don't happen. And for a lot of different reasons, I choose to just shut up about it. But anyway, y'all, how y'all doing? I am dripping butter sauce all down my leg. I don't know. It's sad. It's just, everything is becoming too much for me.
You know, that's why
and then the coronavirus.
That's why the millennials don't vote anymore. I feel like it doesn't matter.
But it does, though. It does. And when people think like that, that's how we lose. A lot of people don't even know they had a right to vote because they think they can't.
I don't think that's an issue.
I was watching Black Ink Crew. And a lot of people saying, I didn't even know I was able to vote because I got a record and blah, blah, blah. Check and see what your criteria is and see if you're able to vote. Don't think you can't vote. Find out for real. Because you cheating yourself out of your voice being heard that our people fought so hard to be able to get us for us to be able to do. What I was just gonna say, it was important too.
I'm not picking sides. I mean, if you ask me, I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm not either one. I just kind of stay on my own line. But like, I mean, people gonna do what they can do. But I see what the millennials like. I see what they feel, because it's like, no matter what, it seems like the politicians don't care.
I know we said we're gonna stop talking about this, but it's hard not to.
Yeah.
I watched a video of 2 college students. They were in a car. I can't remember what state it was. I want to say it was in Georgia. I think it was Georgia. I'm not sure. But there was a young guy and a young girl. One was from Morehouse College, one was from Spelman. And the young guy was trying to get them to not arrest the guy that he was going to arrest, and was asking, can he just get in the car with them? 1 second. He was asking, can the guy get in the car with them? I guess he rode with them or whatever. The police officer told him, you better move before you get arrested. My camera lens ain't clean. It's okay, y'all.
I feel like...
Hold on. The police said, go before I arrest you. He was like, he was just basically explaining himself, like, I just want to know, can he get in the car because he rode with us. The police officer, started to come at him, so he started to move, move his car or whatever. And then, he pulled off. He was like, oh, well, he can't go nowhere. So all of them ran up to his car. One guy came over to the girl's side, who was on the passenger side, and started yanking her door over. At this point, she's screaming, what did we do? I don't know what happened. Like, okay. She was like, we stopping. And they like put the car in park. At this point, the guy reached over and tased the boy across the girl with the little strings. That's gonna be a good tasty bite. Tased this boy. Mind you, the car is still not in park yet. The car is still trying to move. She yelling, stop the car, now knowing he's being tased. Then he tases the girl and snatches her out the car. Then another person, police officer, takes the billy club, busts his window out, reaches in and tases the boy too. He's getting tased by 2 different cops multiple times, and even as they're pulling him out the car, you can still hear this young man being tased. If y'all don't believe me, Google two young college students being tased by police officers, and it's like 6 videos where you get to watch each police officer's body cam as they tase him. They tased that boy so much that he was bleeding down his back, and one of the police officers had blood all over his hands. Rough justice. I don't understand it.
I feel like the purpose of a police officer is really to let people live unless you see somebody disturbing the peace. Like, you shouldn't be arrested for like
trying to help somebody else.
Help somebody, or just talking to a police officer.
That's where that's when you have people who's abusing their power at that point.
I saw a video earlier. It was a dude just sitting there. He was just sitting there waiting for his friend to pop up to pick him up. The police rolled up on him and said, what you doing here? He said, I'm waiting for my friend. So he got out the car. First thing he do is put his hands on him.
And they not supposed to be even able to do any of that.
He didn't even hit him. He put his hands on him like this, grabbed his arm. And the dude, he's like, why are you touching me?
Because you're not supposed to do that. You can't just touch people.
The police officer called in and arrested him for assaulting a police officer. Said he smacked him. You should be able to control yourself under a stressful situation, and it wasn't really a stressful situation in my book.
And that's what these protests are really about. Police officers abusing their power.
Yeah, I feel like at this point it's not about George Floyd no more. It's about the system in America.
It's not specifically about George Floyd himself. The situation that happened with George Floyd just fueled the fire, because it was already the thing with Breonna Taylor, and there was a transgender guy who got killed 2 days after George Floyd, named Tony, and then it was Ahmaud. It's just been a series of police caused deaths.
I saw a video of a police strapped this dude into, like, they strapped him, it was like 4 of them, strapped him into a chair and proceeded to choke him to death.
They do stuff like that. And they protect each other. Where's the person who's saying,
yo, that's
not cool, or whatever? But then, just like in this situation, these guys only being charged with second-degree murder. How's that second-degree murder? My cousin was in a cab with his friend. His friend shot the cab driver. Mind you, they was both 16 years old. They was supposed to be going to see some girls. His friend shot the cab driver and then held the gun on my cousin, told me, we still going. They went to go see the girls. The boy who shot the cab driver had his father to come pick him and my cousin up. And he was not able to leave this dude presence. He was scared. And next thing you know, he was being hauled off to jail. The police came to the boy's house because they knew where the cab driver had been last. And they went to the last fair, which was that boy's house. And they took both of them to jail. My cousin literally just got out of jail 3 years ago. We are not, I ain't gonna tell y'all my age, but that's a very long time to be in jail from age 16 for something you didn't do. He got charged because he was caught. They called it an accessory because he didn't report it. But how you gonna report something when you can't leave the person's presence who has the gun? Don't make no sense. So I'm trying to understand, how is that second degree aiding and abetting? No, that's accessory to murder. 3 bodies was on that man's body when he passed away.
Honestly, it's kind of like being held hostage.
Exactly. That 3 officers was on that man's body. They say he was like 6'4", something like that. One police officer had both knees on the legs, one had both knees on the back, and then that man had one knee on the ground and the other knee. Matter of fact, his other knee wasn't even on the ground. He was hovering. One knee on his shoulder and the other knee was on his neck, and he kept bearing down on his neck, and he had his hands in his pocket. Come on now. And everybody keeps saying it was between 8 and 10 minutes, 8 and 11 minutes that he was actually there. And count the time before they started filming, how long was he on his neck? And they was beating him up in the back of the police car.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that. I've been seeing a lot of that.
And, you know, everybody said that him and George Floyd worked together in the club. They probably exchanged words. And he used that as an opportunity to kill him. He didn't show him no mercy because they had run in probably. A police officer trying to bully a bouncer. Just let that butter slide down my arm, huh? This is really filling. How we gonna finish this?
I'll finish it.
You ain't gonna finish this. This is my supposed to be my birthday meal. Mind you, it's June. I'm sorry. Don't let me sit with no butter sliding down my face. If you notice it, let me know. Really, CJ?
What?
You just gonna look down at it?
I didn't want to make it apparent.
Just why you don't feed your sons. Because they don't appreciate you enough to let you know that you're looking ratchet on camera.
That's crazy. Looking for another
Oh,
lobster
look at
tail.
that big old piece of ginger. It was only 2.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. See how B-Love do this. I'm so hot.
A lot of people be scared to eat like this part. Like B-Love.
Man, that's the best part. It got a lot of meat in it.
I remember she got scared to eat it. It was funny.
That's because she ain't really know
what was in it.
But yeah, that's that good old.
It's real tender. It's like
it's all the good meat
and
in
it's flavorful.
It catch all the seasoning from the boiler.
It's so good.
What was the name of that seasoning I used? I don't know, but it's spicy. I just want everybody to be safe. Like, I was looking on Facebook and somebody stole a bus and ran it into a building.
I saw a picture.
Somebody selling a monkey.
Somebody stole the news report equipment and started making their own news report.
I seen, but somebody stole a military Humvee. I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing, but it's not really funny. I was only laughing because I'm like, this can't be really happening. But it is.
I don't think there's any way to
I feel like 2020 has been the worst year. Coronavirus, mass riots. It's too much. Thought you said you can't eat corn.
Not really. It's just hard because it gets stuck in our faces.
That's why I told you to cut the corn off. It's like, that ain't no fun. Y'all, I just want those that are out there fighting for the cause to please be careful, because your life is not expendable. I appreciate the fact that everybody unified together. Like, I cannot stress that enough. That is beautiful. I was looking back at how the stand-ins went in the 60s. A lot of white people who stood up for black people got food poured on their head and all type of stuff. They were being punished for standing up for for black people. So that's why I said what I said. I said thank everybody who's doing all of this, because they didn't have to. They didn't have to risk their life for this situation, and they did. And I'm very grateful for y'all.
Yeah, the protest is nice.
Because they ain't really doing that where we at. It's been peaceful protests pretty much, but it ain't been as serious as every place else.
I think earlier I said same on the protesters. I really meant the
rioters.
The rioters, yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was saying.
Like I'm cool with the riots because like I feel like it's kind of necessary. I feel like the violence is necessary to really get it in their head, but like I feel like it needs to be organized, like, you know, thought out.
Let me further explain to you what he mean by rioting is necessary. We're not saying that it's okay to tear up neighborhoods. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is when the protest is peaceful, nobody listens. They don't listen until stuff get hectic and stuff start getting tore up. Then they understand how serious it is. Is that your stomach?
Mm-hmm.
He talking. I just feel like now that y'all done sat and looted y'all neighborhoods like that,
What y'all gonna do after the fact?
how y'all gonna feed y'all babies?
Y'all burning down all those homes. How you gonna fix your car later?
The jewels that I used to work at?
They got right it?
Toe off. Toe off. You would not even recognize the inside of that store no more. Everything is gone and the shelves are knocked over. It's totally ransacked.
I feel like if you're gonna riot and do all that, go to the neighborhoods. That's really the problem. Don't do it in your own neighborhood, cause like you digging yourself a hole.
I feel like don't do it. Period. Do it where if the problem was the police station, that's where it should have happened.
Yeah, that's it.
And I tell businesses, I heard a lot of black-owned businesses was ransacked too, which is counterproductive. I'm gonna say this: if you want to make change in your neighborhoods, don't shop at the stores in your neighborhoods that don't respect the people in the neighborhood. And what I mean by that is, if you go inside of a beauty supply store and the owner, who barely speaks English, disrespect you, that's a perfect time to gather all your people together, make some noise, and tell everybody, don't shop here. And actually don't. Go get your hair weaved from somewhere else. We need to start owning some stuff too. We don't own no hospitals. I don't know nothing about no black banks or credit unions. We need to start owning some stuff. That way when people want to mistreat us, we can shop with our own people. Like it was, Black Wall Street. It was specifically for our people.
It don't need to be one street though. It need to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they bombed Black Wall Street because it was all
in
one area. They can't do that if it's spread out.
That's why I think it's so beautiful about all of the black entrepreneurs in Atlanta. I think it's dope.
I remember that one episode of Mr. Krabs was naked. He didn't have a show. I mean, his clothes was all meaty.
My finger is burning.
Did you cut yourself?
My fingernail broke because I am not doing the nail salon anymore. Because, for one, this is Colorado. Why y'all charge so much? They charge more than Chicago, and the work is horrible. I got tired of paying people to do my nails, and 3 days later, my nails was breaking. For those who don't know, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I'm finna start doing my own nails. I am starting my own bonnet line that it will be handmade by me. I'm starting that soon. Why you want my scissors?
Why do you think?
You were just talking about them.
I like them.
I am starting my own bonnet line. They will be handmade by me. My sewing machine is coming in a couple of days, so I will be starting production. So you'll get your satin silk, whatever that material is that I bought, reversible bonnets by Simply Sweetness. So support your girl business.
I saw this one. I saw this one hoodie. It was cool. It was like satin in the top. So like if you got waves, like you can't really take off your hoodie because like it'll rub your waves the wrong way. It was satin in the inside, so it was like it doesn't do nothing. You could take it off however you want, and it would just rub them, but it won't like
make them move out of place.
Right.
That's the best material for your hair, anyways, because your hair stick through the fibers, it pull your hair out. Did y'all watch Tamar's new show, How to Catch a Beautician? I felt some type of way about that show because, okay, that was spit. Flew out my mouth. Anyhow, I feel like people will lie on a beautician real fast. In one of the episodes, well, 2 of the episodes we watched, the guy lied on the petition, said she burnt his hair out and caused him to go bald when he was already suffering from male pattern baldness. And there was another episode where the girl put this beautician on blast, saying she made her hair fall out and this, that, and the other, and kind of find out this girl was gluing tracks into her sew-in and blamed the beautician for her hair coming out. Disgraceful. Then the girl from Punky Brewster, Sherry, went to this lady. The lady didn't have the proper equipment. She had some old flat irons that got too hot. She burnt that girl hair out, honey. Burned it out. You ain't gonna never get no another celebrity's head burning people's scalps out and spraying the hair. Spraying the hair while you flat ironing it and burning their hair. When you see the hair turn another color, you burnt it. It's dead. It's never coming back. It's gonna break off. Oh. If I leave him here with this roasting pan, he's gonna eat up all my seafood. Y'all, it's crunch time. He about to leave me soon. So sad. He's just gonna leave his mama here. Oh, that looked delish. This boy done made me wait 3 weeks to do this mukbang. He was like, don't do it without me. So I had to wait for him to spend time with his girlfriend. For him to make time to come and sit on this camera and eat with his mama. Look how long it's been, y'all.
I see her
since he been on here. I don't care.
I see her once a week.
Look at how long it's been since y'all done seen him on camera with me. It's been a long time, haven't it? How much time we got left? I can't see how
32 minutes.
That's how much we've done? Yeah. Alright, y'all. I'm going to end this video because that's extremely too much.